On the 21st of August, 1986, Lake Nyos in Cameroon exploded. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I also didn't know lakes could explode. But it turns out that over the years, carbon dioxide gas filtered up through the cracks in the Earth's surface and became dissolved within the lake. And over time, or on one particular day, it exploded in what's called a limnic eruption. Now, why does this happen? And should we potentially, stay away from our garden pond? Now, it turns out that this process is very similar to something that happens to your beer bottle when your friend is being a bit of a tool. Let me set the scene for you. You're at a party, and you're chatting up some girl, and things are going pretty well, and your mate comes along and taps your beer. Your heart stops as the foam starts. Up, over the bottle, onto your hand, your shoes, her shoes. Look, you're probably going home alone tonight. This guy knows what I'm talking about. But how are these two concepts connected? Well, like Lake Nyos, beer has a lot of carbon dioxide in it. And this is what makes it a perfect testing ground for figuring out what happened at Lake Nyos. Now, researchers have done a lot of writing of papers to figure out what happens in beer tapping, because evidently they don't have enough real work to do. But, the explanation goes that when you hit the top of the beer bottle, you send a shockwave down into the beer. And this causes the bubbles in the beer to pulsate and implode, shattering into thousands and thousands of tiny small bubbles in a process known as cavitation. Now, this is the really important bit. You really need these small bubbles. Just shaking the bottle is not going to do anything. So when these small bubbles are formed, their surface area, their collective surface area, is up to 100 times bigger than that of the larger bubble. And this means they grow 100 times faster. Now, they start taking in carbon dioxide from the liquid, they grow, they rise, and they form some kind of mushroom cloud, which shoots out the top and sends Quentin home alone. Now, what about Lake Nyos? I'm pretty sure it didn't explode because my mate Richie chucked a bottle of beer into it. It actually turned out that the vibration came from a landslide nearby. So the shockwaves got sent through the ground into the lake, causing the carbon dioxide bubbles to pulsate, implode, grow, and foam. So, should we potentially be avoiding our garden ponds? Well, the short answer is no. So this thing has only been observed twice. But you might want to avoid a lake in Central Africa. It's 2,000 times bigger than Lake Nyos, and it's tipped to go next. But researchers don't really know when it's going to blow, so I'm pretty sure we have enough time left for one drink.